Here's a short story about a guy who handles things just right by kicking his fiancée to the curb after she showed him massive disrespect. I'm talking major, not to mention very likely hooking up with a former boyfriend. And of course, she's losing her whole mind because she never thought he would do such a thing. This is a perfect example of what happens when a woman thinks you're some kind of pushover and weak, but you actually don't put up with it. She hits your blind side and loses her mind. Also, it's a lesson about two things. A, what can happen if you get involved with a single mom? And B, when she has lots of guy friends that she hangs out with and you don't seem to mind. The story is titled, "Am I the a-hole for breaking up with my fiancée after I found out she and her ex hung out multiple times while she was on vacation?" He says, "My fiancée and I were together for the past 3 years and we lived together. She recently went on a 4-week vacation with her 18-year-old daughter to Canada. They stayed with her family in Toronto, and from the first day of her vacation, she started treating me poorly. She's your fiancée and she's treating you badly." That's unacceptable. There was very little communication, and her excuse was that she hadn't seen her sister for 9 years and didn't have time for me. What the? Yeah, she hasn't seen her sister for 9 years, okay? And you're not going on the vacation even though you're engaged? And she doesn't have time for you? Yeah, okay. Does this sound like a woman who loves her guy? Her ex-boyfriend from many years ago lives in Toronto and she had been talking with him a lot before her vacation. Smack. She shouldn't be doing this. Your girl shouldn't be talking to other guys, especially exes. And oh yeah, another smack for being engaged to a single mom. During her vacation, I asked her a few times if she had seen him. She said no. Her calls became shorter and less frequent. Many times she said she was too tired because she was going out with her family. Meanwhile, she was out with the ex-boyfriend. When she returned from her vacation 3 weeks ago, she acted like nothing happened. Of course, that's what they do. I suspected she was lying. Last week, I checked her phone for the first time in our relationship. I did it while she was sleeping. I'm not proud of it, but from the pictures and messages, her ex had hung out with her and her family 9 times, including an overnight trip to Niagara Falls. Nothing good happens in Niagara Falls overnight with ex-boyfriends. 9 times. 9 times she hung out with him. Meanwhile, she said she was with the family the whole time. So much for the vacation with her daughter. I first thought, is this ex really the father of her daughter? Some of those family events were only family according to her. She's a giant liar. She lied about her ex and their family outings. I tried talking calmly about what happened and how she disrespected me, but she blamed me for everything. Really? Does this sound like she respects him? Not at all. He's just a guy to pay bills, marry her, and provide. Nothing more. You can't tolerate that. There were no specific reasons given for her behavior, just that it was all my fault. Well, it's always the guy's fault. That's what they say. Her perception of me was that I was a pushover. She's clearly a narcissist. She wanted to continue the relationship, but also stay friends with her ex. So am I the a-hole for breaking up with her? Of course not. You'd be the a-hole if you stayed, but you're the hero for getting rid of her. He says, a clarification. Many asked about the ex. He is not the daughter's father. That's the point. If a girl really cares, she wants you to come on vacation. She won't be talking to ex-boyfriends secretly. She'll miss you, not act like you're a burden. I think she got together with me because I helped provide. Her daughter was still a teenager and she was using me, and I allowed a lot of things to go on. That's what happened. Don't get involved with a single mom. Have self-respect. When a girl treats you badly, you walk away. She probably expected me to take her crap. Now some people called me controlling. Women said I was controlling. Let me explain. Someone asked, how have things gone since the betrayal? Has she ever come clean? I said, I'm moving on, spending time with family. She expressed regret but never showed real remorse. That's that. Of course, she won't feel remorse. She thinks she's right. She's a narcissist. One woman said, I have exes I still talk to. My husband knows. She hung out with a guy. Doesn't mean she slept with him. But she shouldn't be doing that. It's ridiculous, I responded. I'm not jealous. My ex-fiancé had male friends, and I hang out with my friends too. That's why she treated me this way. The ex wasn't a family friend except one person. He was recently single. They are thinking about getting back together. I was never invited on the vacation. Her excuse was a mother-daughter trip. I now know the real reason. She used her daughter to see him 9 times. It's over, another woman said. You sound controlling. She was busy visiting family. No, she saw him 9 times using her daughter. That's insane. She wasn't upfront about being in contact with her ex. I knew because I overheard them talking. She hangs out with friends whenever she wants, including male friends. Smack. She shouldn't be hanging out with other guys while lying to me. I include her in my plans, vacations, everything. She never wanted me to come. Why? Because she reconnected with her ex who was broken up. One more thing. Was there anything showing she cheated? No messages show they hooked up, but she lied. She says I'm the love of her life, but I can't be with someone who disrespected me while her family supported her lies. So no, I did the right thing. I'd be the a-hole if I stayed. Don't get involved with single moms who treat you like this. If your girl has guy friends, you have to choose them or the relationship. You can't have both. She was waiting around for something else. Good for me for handling it right.